start an online business while I am social distancing for COVID-19? Hi, I'm Rena Carcillo, and I am coming back live. I haven't done any live videos in a while on Facebook, but I'm getting a lot of questions, and I am hearing a lot of things and seeing a lot of really strange Facebook ads, and it makes me want to come and talk to you a little bit about whether or not this moment is the right moment to take your business online or start an online business. And actually the answer to this question is pretty simple. So I'm going to walk you through 3 questions to answer to determine whether going online in this moment is an opportunity for you or maybe not the best idea. And then I'm going to give you some alternative ways where if you are a small business and you are looking for income right now, like immediate income, because your business has had to close or to shift because of what's going on right now because of the pandemic, that you will have some alternatives at the end. But first, I want to say very strongly and very clearly that you're going to see a lot of unscrupulous marketing people who are very savvy at Facebook ads and Google ads and creating funnels, trying to sell you these get-rich-quick schemes or these take your business, start an online business, and make $10,000 in 30 days type schemes right now. I am seeing them constantly in Facebook ads. And I want to implore you, if you are a smaller local business with finite resources, to avoid those like the plague. No pun intended. Avoid those get-rich-quick schemes. If someone is advertising, taking your business online or starting to sell online and telling you that you will be making a regular income within a couple of days or a couple of weeks, they are probably a snake oil salesman, and you really want to stay away from that. Because the reality is that if you are starting from scratch, it is going to take a while, usually around a year, for you to build enough audience to really start making an online income. So I don't want to see a bunch of people giving away precious resources trying to create something that is probably not the right fit for them. That said, certain types of local businesses, it is a great time to go online, to use this as an opportunity to do something you knew you already needed to do anyway. So how do you know where you fall? Whether it is the right time for you to use this opportunity of being home to get your online presence going, or whether maybe you should be looking for some of the alternatives that we speak about at the end? All right, well, let's go through these 3 questions. Hi, Megan, welcome. So the first question to ask yourself, and perhaps the most important, is do I already have an audience? Not necessarily an audience online. If you don't have a ton of Facebook followers or Instagram followers or whatever, that's not necessarily the issue. The question that you're answering here is, do you have an existing audience? Meaning, are you a local or a small business who has clients who follow you regularly or prospects who follow you regularly? This may show up as having a few hundred people on an email list, or having a few hundred or more followers on your Facebook page. If you have things like that, it may make sense to start an online business right now. Oh, thanks, Megan. Megan says, way to stay relevant. Yeah, I'm trying. And let me give you an example of this. I work with several yoga studios and holistic health centers and places like that where they have an existing audience. It's smallish, maybe a few hundred followers, few hundred people on an email list, but they have an existing audience that actually really needs something from them right now. So it makes total sense for them to use this moment when they can't do in-person work to take aspects of their business online. This is also true for restaurants, by the way. If you are a restaurant that has an email list or a following on your Facebook page, this could be a really opportune moment for you to really ramp up an online presence. And there are ways that you can make income. Is it going to replace all the income that your restaurant made or that your yoga studio or your health center made? Absolutely not. But there are some really good, legit ways that you can bring in income and build your online audience if you're seeding from an existing audience. So the very first question to ask yourself when you're deciding if right now is the time to start an online business or to bring your business online is, do you have an existing audience? If the answer is yes, this could be an opportune moment for you. If the answer is no, this is probably not a great time to start trying to build that following. So the second question is, do I have backup? And this one is very, very important to me. If you've ever seen anything I've done before, you know that that idea of jump and the net will catch you, I think it's total BS. Now is not the time to take everything you have and put it into one of the most risky endeavors that you will ever do, which is starting an online business. And it makes me want to throw things at people who would encourage you in this moment to take everything you have and put it towards something like that. Because as someone who has been in digital marketing, who has been running an online business for 10 years, I'm telling you right now, it is very, very difficult. In some ways, it is more difficult than running an in-person business. And now is not the moment to experiment because you think maybe this is for you. If you want to dip your toe in the water and like set up a Facebook page, that's great. But I don't want to see anyone putting multiple thousands of dollars into online programs to start something brand new in this moment. Side note, just from a psychological perspective, it is almost always a bad idea to make huge life-altering decisions in a moment of fear and panic, which is what we are kind of going through as a collective right now. So I want to really encourage you that if you don't have a backup, meaning if this money that you're considering investing and starting this online business is all you have, maybe think twice before you do this. Maybe this isn't the best thing for you to do in this moment. And I know that's difficult because when we are scared, when we are afraid of what's going to happen, particularly if our baby, which is what many of us think of our business as, has been closed down due to circumstances totally out of our control, it can be so tempting to want to just pull back and grab a little bit of control back. And I want to encourage you to try to breathe through that and look for some other alternatives that don't require you to give everything you have to that bringing your business online. The people that I am encouraging to use this moment to bring their business online are people who have other resources available to them. And so they have the ability to use this as an opportunity to really serve and to help their community and the people who are already connected to them. But they don't need it to bring in income for them tomorrow. Because if you need it to bring in income for you tomorrow, you're probably going to make poor decisions in building your online business that will hurt you down the road and make it harder for you to build income now. So once you've answered the question, do you have an audience and do you have backup? The third question that we want to answer is, would you want to do this anyway? This moment is a difficult one, and sustaining an online business is hard under the best of circumstances. So I want to ask you to really think this one through and not look at it just with fear. Hi, Christina, welcome. If you would not want to run an online aspect of your business in normal times, why would you take this stressful moment to try to take your business online? If you know that you would like running an online business, that you've been maybe thinking about bringing aspects of your business online, building your brand online, that you really know you want to serve a bigger audience and have scale that maybe you can't have in person. Or maybe you just love sharing recipe videos or whatever the thing may be. If you've wanted to do that and you know you would want to do it anyway, then this is a great moment to do it. Because if your local or small business has had to shutter in this moment, you've had to close your doors or drastically reduce, you probably have free time that you never have had before. And if you would want to do this after all this is over, if maybe you've been itching to do this for months or years or whatever, then this could be a great moment. But if you know that as soon as you are allowed back in your shop or back in your restaurant or back in your center, that you will never make another video or post another thing online, then it's really a waste of your finite resources and the time you could be investing in other things right now to do that. So if the answer to the 3 questions is yes, if you do already have an audience, even if it's a small one for your local business, if you have backup, meaning you are not going to be investing every dollar that you have left into this, and it's something that you would do anyway, then right now is a great time for you to get going with the online aspect of your business, or even to bring your whole business online. And I'm going to give you some options later today on how you can do that, and how I can help you walk through doing that over the course of the next 10 days. But if you answered no to one or more of those 3 questions, if you have no audience, if this is completely new for you, if you don't have any backup, if being online is something that you really don't want to do, then I would encourage you to choose one of these alternatives I'm about to share with you instead. Because there are other options. If your business, if your local business has had to close its doors right now, there are other things that you can do in the short term to make money and or serve your audience. So for example, I work with a couple of gyms, and I have a personal trainer at a gym that I don't work with, but I love this gym. If you are a gym owner and you don't really want to have an online program or any type of subscription program online, you probably can still offer some things to your audience in this moment to keep, hopefully, at least some of those payments coming in. For example, you could start a private Facebook group or set up a Zoom account, and once a day or twice a day, do some live streams or even pre-record some videos and put them up in the Facebook group so that people can work out from home. You could create meal plans and nutrition plans. Well, technically, if you're not a nutritionist, you can't legally tell them what to eat, but you could create sample meal plans and things like that and put them out only to your community. You're not trying to sell them. You're giving them to your customers to provide value to those customers so they don't cancel their memberships during this time. So for example, my gym costs somewhere in the neighborhood of like $50 a month. I would be completely happy to continue to pay that $50 a month if my local gym gave me some workout at home videos and some meal plans. Or if you are a personal trainer at a gym, you can jump on Zoom and train with your clients that are already existing clients. And that will keep some of that revenue coming in. Again, will it keep all of it coming in? Probably not. But this is not a zero-sum game. This is not an all or nothing. This is keeping up with our clients as much as we can. This is also a great time for you to contact those clients and really do some deeper dives that you weren't able to do in the past because you were too busy, right? The other things that you can do that are less related to your business directly, but can help you bring in income. And this is what I've been telling some of my trades. So you guys know, if you've been with me for a while, that I work with a lot of trades companies. And some of them, it's really a zero-sum game. Like if they can't go out and work, there's not really a lot that they can do. So there are companies that are ramping up right now in the contract space. So like Shipt and Instacart and Uber Eats and places like that. If you just need cash to come in, and the reason why you were thinking about starting this online version of your business is because you just need cash right now, I don't recommend trying to start an online business. Don't go dump money into an online business if what you really need is cash. If what you really need is cash, go deliver groceries for Shipt or Instacart, or go drive for Uber Eats or something like that. All of these are really ramping up to serve in this moment. And are they ideal? And are they what you want to do in the long term? Probably not. But they are an easy way to get cash. Because starting an online aspect of your business should never be about needing cash. Because frankly, it is an inefficient way to get it until you get to a scale point that takes some time to get to. Starting an online version of your business right now should be about serving in a larger capacity and or serving your existing clients when you can't serve them in person. And there are lots of ways you can do this, and there are lots of ways that I've been helping people do this all week. From a couple of my trades companies are making some DIY videos to help people with home projects, and offering a subscription where people can come in and get plans for DIY home projects while they're at home, and videos on how to do those projects. Again, my holistic people in my yoga studios, you can offer streaming videos. You can also offer streaming meditation. For my healers and people like that, a lot of us believe that you can do energy work via video and stuff like that. For therapists, telemedicine is finally ramping up, as we're kind of forced to in this moment. And even for some of you that may not think there is an online version of your business, for instance, restaurants. Restaurants are like, well, people have to come in and eat. Well, yes, that is the core of your business, but as every celebrity chef could tell you, people are fascinated by what you do in your kitchen. So is this the opportunity that you have been waiting for to start sharing your recipes, or to start offering meal plans or things like that? I used to, and it's been a few years now because I put that one to bed, but I used to run an online meal planning service where I would, based on where somebody lived, and their budget, create their meal plans for them. And people paid me like $80 a month. I had like 300 people paying me $80 a month to create meal plans. So there's lots of things that you can do for your audience right now if you think a little bit outside of the box, if this is something that you want for your business. In this age of everybody being on Instagram or Facebook or some type of social media, most local businesses have thought about this. I need to be on such and such platform. What would I do? Now could be a great time for you to do that. Now could be a great time for you to build a subscription model that provides another revenue stream and gives you a little bit of flexibility in your business. But only if this is something that you already have an audience for, you have a backup plan, and it's something that you would do anyway, and now are just finding some free time for. Do not buy into the snake oil salesmen who are telling you that you can spend X thousand dollars on this course and be making 5 or 6 figures in 30 days. I promise you it does not work that way. And this is not the moment. And if you are a marketer doing that, stop it right now. That said, it could be a great opportunity for you. So answer those questions for yourself. And if you do think that building an online version of your business is something you should be doing and want to be doing in this moment, I'm going to give you some more information on how you can do that later this afternoon. Also, we have opened back up the local Rockstar Strategy Clubhouse, the private Facebook group, to help local businesses to support each other in this time. So it's linked to in this video. If you want to join us, I'm going to be sharing a lot of resources in there to help you in this moment. I'm going to be sharing how to protect your cash flow, what things you need to maybe contact about stopping versus things you really have to keep. I'm going to be sharing a lot of really practical tips in there to help you through this difficult moment. Because if there's one thing that I do know, it's how to run a local business through really difficult times, and maybe not a global pandemic. I think that's new for all of us. But for those of you who don't know me, I started my online business in 2008. Literally in the middle of the financial crisis. I left a 6-figure job in banking to start my own business. And yeah, so I know about running a business and the hard decisions that have to be made during crisis moments. Not something I would repeat, by the way, which is why I am encouraging you not to start an online business in this moment, just because you think that that's a way to make some quick cash. All right, if you guys have any questions, please feel free to send me a message. Otherwise, I'll have some stuff back out for you this afternoon about how I can help you if you do want to bring your business online right now. Have a great Monday, everybody, and hug the people you love, and I'll see you later in the day.